What's up, family? Man, I want to have a quick heart to heart with you guys, man. A quick word today. Man, life is so precious. Life is so beautiful. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? It's what you make it. It's really what you make it. Man, yesterday I put out a video early in the morning. Um, does God surprise you? Does God surprise you? And it's a trip because, man, I went to the beach yesterday again, and man, found a beautiful telescope. Beautiful telescope. Works properly, everything, the stand, everything, right? And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like so blown away because out of all the things that you can expect to find at a beach, you know what I mean? Telescope wasn't one of the things that I thought I would ever find, you know what I mean, at a beach. You know what I mean? Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And it's not so much about the telescope itself. I love telescopes. I love looking at the stars. I love being able to look up at the moon, especially on a full moon. Um, and I just love nature, right? It's the simple fact that God is always surprising us. And most of the times we don't realize we can't see the gift that God has for us. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And it's because we're so busy just focused on just life and just whoop de whoop. Man, I got to be perfect and I got to be this and I got to do this and I got to do this. And while I want my person that's coming in my life, I want them to be like this and I want them to be perfect like this and da da da. And so many of us, we get people and we have people in our lives and we want them to change and we want to mold them into the person that we want them to be. You know what I mean? And so we're trying to get them fixed. You know what I mean? And so what I was tripping because years ago, I was in California and I had a telescope and I would just look at the moon, right? And I was just blown away at the fact that, man, as big as the moon is, as beautiful as the moon is from far away, it's even more beautiful when you look at it through the lens of a telescope. It's as though it's like right there, like you could just literally touch it. And the trip is that, man, the moon has so many different craters on it. You know what I mean? And we say, well, yeah, we know because we look at it on movies, we've seen pictures of it, but it doesn't do the same justice as though you're looking at the moon through the lens of a telescope. You can see the craters itself. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. You can see the imperfections, the dents, and everything else. But that doesn't stop the moon from being the moon. All the meteors that's hit the moon, all the things that's happened to the moon, it still doesn't stop the moon from being the moon. Why am I saying that? Regardless of what you've gone through in life, regardless of the setbacks you've had, regardless of the disappointments, the heartbreaks, and the losses and everything else, you still have the power and the potential to be all that you came here to be, whether you have somebody in your life or not. And so when you sit there and you look at the moon and you understand the power of the moon, you understand the power of the energy from the moon and how it affects the planet from the waves, high tide to low tide. The energy that it releases on the planet comes from the moon with all of its imperfections, with all the times it's been hit. Stop allowing your past to keep you stuck and in the thought process that you can't reach your full potential. Stop believing the stupid notion that, man, I can't be all that I came here to be because I don't have a queen, because I don't have a king, because I don't have a job, because I don't have this, I don't have this, man, so I can't be everything that I'm supposed to be. You have no idea the power that you have. You have no idea of the effect that you could have on this planet and in the lives of others. If you would just stop looking at your situation and just do what you came here to do. Stop looking at all the times you've been rejected. Stop looking at all the times people walked out of your life and abandoned you and hurt you and cussed you out and disappointed you, broke your heart and everything else. All the times your business has failed and blah, 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 blah. How many times you've been on dope? How many times you've been in and out of the penitentiary? Stop looking at that Stop focusing on the distractions in life, because all those things are distractions. Focus on why you came here. Get connected to source and understand, man, what is my purpose? Show me how to walk in my power and my purpose. If I gotta walk this bitch alone, man, I'm gonna be like the moon. I'm gonna walk this bitch and do what I came here to do. Whether people appreciate me or not, whether people love me or not, I'm gonna do what I came here to do. And watch how God continue to bless you as you walk in your power and purpose while your haters lie, minimize, and try to sabotage all that you're capable of being and who you are. See, they see your imperfections and they try to dog you out because you're not perfect. The moon's not perfect either. And yet the moon does what it's supposed to do every day. It helps the plants at night. It affects the tidal waves, or not, it affects the waves, the oceans. It affects humans. Whether you know it or not, the energy from the moon has an effect on your life. Most of us don't understand that stuff. Most of us have no concept of, man, the energy that we get from the sun and the moon. The benefits that we get from the sun and the moon. People ask me, man, you're out in the sun all the time. How come you don't wear sunblock? And look how black you can do that. I'll never wear sunblock, ever. I don't give a fuck about skin cancer and none of that other bullshit. I don't. I'm not minimizing it. I don't give a damn about that shit. I'm not dismissing it. I understand that affects and it's hurt a lot of people. But for me, I will never, ever put on any sunblock. Why? Because it blocks the vitamins and the minerals and nutrients that we're supposed to get from the sun. That's why, man, when I get the chance, I'm out there in the moon, just moon gazing. You know what I mean? Why? Because it releases hormones within our bodies. Be like the moon. And what I mean by be like the moon, man, walk this motherfucker. Get up every single day and do what you came here to do. Stop tripping off how many meteors are going to hit you. Stop tripping off who's going to reject you, who's going to throw insults at you, and who's going to da. You can't control none of that shit. The moon can't control how many meteors hit it. All the moon does is just shine. Just shine. And releases its energy. And because the moon does what it does, planet Earth is able to do what it has to do. Planet Earth couldn't be the Earth if it wasn't for the moon. We as humans couldn't live the life that we live if it wasn't for the moon. People are going to come at you. People are going to insult you. People are going to dismiss you. People are going to attack you. People are going to walk out of your life. Say you ain't shit. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Man, you can't control none of that shit at all. Get over it. It hurts. I get it. I've had it happen many times. Get over it. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to live a perfect life and live a purposeful life. That's the difference. I'm not trying to be perfect at all. I'm just being perfectly me with all my flaws, all my character defects, and whatever else people want to say. I don't give a damn because I'm happy with me, because I love me, because I'm proud of me. Man, I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to live a purposeful life. And when you live a purposeful life, you'll live a powerful life. Man, I love you guys. Man, namaste. The God in me sees, recognizes, acknowledges, and cherishes the God in each and every one of you. Happy healing, family. Peace.